What's up, guys? Way to point you here, bringing you another Wi-Fi battle, and this time it's against ManOfSteele93. This was a quite interesting battle. As you can see, I sweep basically his entire team with Reuniclus, which in my opinion should be banned and should be, in other words, Uber, because it's basically a spirit tomb but with three weaknesses. And let me explain why. Its ability, I believe it's Magic Guard, prevents any damage from Toxic, Sandstorm, all those stuff. And yeah, that's pretty stupid in my opinion. But whatever, that's how it is. And once Smogan comes out with its tiers, 5th gen tiers, we'll be good. So let's get into the battle. So he starts out with Uxie, and I start off with Hippodon and go for Stealth Rocks. And yeah, nothing much really happened. I go into Milk Tank. I go for T-Wave because I just want to paralyze anything he has. I don't know. I thought he'd bring in like something like a physical attacker to try to take out my Milk Tank, but I guess over predictions, it wasn't a really good prediction on my part. So he goes into his Fortress, and I just go for Body Slam just to do some damage. It doesn't do too much. I'm not really sure why I went for Body Slam, but whatever. So he sets up his Toxic Spikes, and things are not looking that bad because, as I said, Reuniclus, it won't take any damage from Toxic. So I take this opportunity and set up a Calm Mind because I know he can't really hit me that hard with whatever he throws at me. So he goes into his Chansey. Special defensive wall. I'm not too scared because, what's it gonna do to me? It can't paralyze me. It can't do anything. I'm already toxic. Or rather poisoned. So he goes for Seismic Toss, dealing 100 damage. I go for another Calm Mind, and now I have +2 special attack, +2 special defense. And things are not looking too good for him. So he switches out. He goes into his Jolteon, and I'm pretty sure he has Shadow Ball. Yeah, he has Shadow Ball. I just go for another Calm Mind, predicting a switch. Yeah, and also I'm kind of greedy. So now I have +3 special attack and +3 special defense. He goes for Volt Switch. And he gets a crit. Now, if this Volt Switch killed me, then it probably would have changed the results of the game. But it didn't, and I got lucky. And I just go for the Stab Psychic. And he switches into Chansey, and knowing the fact that it has 700 or so HP and like really high special defense, that did a crazy amount of damage. So he goes into his Scrafty, predicting a Psychic because it is part dark and it won't affect it. But I don't go for Psychic. I don't risk anything, and I go straight for the Recover just to get as much HP back as possible. So now I'm back at 280. Things are not looking too good because, well, for him, because, well, what is he gonna send in? I'm surprised I actually outspeed Confagrius, I think it's called in English. I'm not really sure. So now I just go for Psychic, knowing that it'll kill it in one hit, +3 special attack, stabbed, and yeah, there goes that Reuniclus. And he brings in his Jolteon, thinking that he'd kill me with Shadow Ball, but it doesn't, and it does a decent amount, but it's not gonna kill me. He needs one more crit, and that will probably kill me. Now, I go for Calm Mind, and I don't go for Calm Mind. He gets a special defense drop, but doesn't matter because I'm still at +2 special defense. So now I missed 2 Focus Blasts in a row, and that kind of like, it kind of throws me off. But I mean, then again, I have 3 Calm Minds. I mean, it's gonna be fair. So I go for another Recover, and Sandstorm is still withering down his Jolteon. I'm not sure what item it has. I think it has Expert Belt because I don't see Life Orb. So I go for Psychic, take it out. So there goes his Jolteon. Next he brings in his 2 of us, aka Uxie or Yuxie. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'll just say Uxie. So he goes for U-turn, just dealing some damage. It's not really a big deal. So he brings in his Chansey again. And with Stealth Rocks and a Psychic, it's gonna die. There's no way it can live. So things are looking good on my part. So far I've taken out 3 Pokemon, and his Uxie is gonna take some Stealth Rock damage, and yeah, he's gonna go into his, I believe, Scrafty. Yeah, because it Psychic doesn't affect it. But I don't I don't risk anything, and I just go for another recover, and you can just see the cheapness from this Pokemon. Hopefully Smogon will realize, and yeah, because it's really not that good. I'm only posting this battle just to show people how overused and overpowered this Pokemon is. I mean, it's easy to take out, but then again, if your team is not ready for it, it's just it's basically a Spiritomb, but with weaknesses. So he goes for another U-turn, and dealing some more damage, and he goes into the Lemon. In other words, his Fortress. So I go for Focus Blast, and that's the 3rd Focus Blast I missed. And I don't know how I'm missing it every time, but I guess I make it up for that he gets full para hacks I get on him. So I get some more leftover recovery, and he goes for Protect, trying to stall off the game. But I mean, at this point, it's not really gonna make a difference. I think he just wanted some more leftover recovery just to take one more Psychic. But even if he takes one more Psychic, what is he gonna do? The only thing that probably will kill me is Explosion, which I don't know why maybe he did and he just got paralyzed, but he should have went for an Explosion if he wanted to take it out. So he goes back to Uxie, and he goes for a Trick just to stall the game, and that's pretty smart, because I kind of predicted that he'd do U-turn Scrafty, because those are his 2 Pokemon left, but he outplays me here and goes for a Trick and stays in. So he goes for U-turn, switches out, goes into Scrafty, and I'm not too worried about Scrafty. I mean, Psychic doesn't affect it, and I've missed 4 Focus Blasts so far, and I will spoil it for you. I'm gonna miss the next one too, so that's gonna force me to switch. And yeah, at this point, things are looking pretty good on my part. So I go for another Psychic, and it takes out Uxie. I mean, what is it gonna do? It can't do anything to me at this point. He absolutely needs two critical hits to take this Reuniclus out. So I'm forced to switch out here. I go for my Emboar, and I get badly poisoned. Doesn't worry me too much. He goes for a Bulk Up. Because he's not raising his speed, I'm not too worried, because I mean, I can do Hammer Arm and then probably be a 2-hit KO, maybe 3. We'll see. And yeah, it turns out to be a 2-hit KO. And well, at this point, it looks like yeah, it's over. Good game, ManOfSteele93. I'm really sorry about this cheapness Reuniclus, but I posted this just to show you, just to prove that I'm not that type of player that likes to be cheap. And if you want a rematch, I'm ready anytime. So good game, and I'll be sure to post more Wi-Fi battles. I just was pretty busy with school lately. And by the way, please check out my friends. Check out Yo Pokemang, check out Alpha Dragonist, check out Flame Guy 208, and of course, check out my opponent, ManOfSteele93. All their links will be in the description. And as always, don't walk on water, because it won't work. Okay? Just saying. I tried to say that in my last narration, but it got cut off. And anyway, this is I just want to include a couple more things. I may do some type of new idea for videos. I don't know if I'm gonna do legendary catches, maybe events. I'm not sure yet. But stay tuned, rate, comment, and don't forget to subscribe, and tell your friends, tell your boyfriends, tell your shoes and others, and tell the aliens, to check me out, cause I like people, kinda, maybe. If you have a mustache, yeah. Have a nice day, man. Sorry, FPS Russia. I really like that phrase. Sorry, no copyright intended. Have a nice day.